Hi everyone, welcome to my video on how to use DTF. So I've been procrastinating this video a little bit just because I've been a bit busy with the shop update and going for markets. But since my DTF package arrived after a lot of shipping delays, I'll be able to do this tutorial for y'all. So first I'm gonna explain briefly about what is DTF and like some of the differences between heat transfer inkjet paper and heat transfer vinyl. Okay, before going on, I just wanted to show y'all some small clips, like really short, about what's coming up for my upcoming shop update on the 17th of August. So I have lots of keychains that just arrived, which are really cute. Let me just show y'all, pan myself out of the video. Okay, so over here, this is Bun Bun Teacup keychain, Bubble Tea Fantasy keychain, Sakura Sweet keychain, and Strawberry Milk keychain. So actually this is an old design and it's supposed to be this size, but because there were some like communication issues, it became this size, which is quite cute as well, so I didn't say anything to the manufacturer. But yeah, so the upcoming shop update will mainly be on bubble tea, but I also have a few other items as well. Okay, let's get started with the rest of the video. So I have the DTF film right here. I'm just gonna bring it to show y'all. Okay, in general, this is how it looks like. So you don't have to invert your design at all. Your design stays the same way it was. You just need to arrange it on depending to your supplier's measurements, and mine was I think 100 cm by 60 cm, so I arranged it on Photoshop. And you can print as many designs as you want on your required canvas size, and it looks like this. You don't have to invert your design, as I was saying. You just cut it around, cut the design around, the design that you want, on the heat press, and basically press it. And that's how you get your DTF prints, which is really simple. So let me just show you the process from start to finish. The first thing I'm gonna do is cut out all my designs. Yeah, so remember to cut away all these like registration marks. So these are the sweaters which I failed to transfer properly, and I left this registration mark on the sweater. Look, that's so sad. This is an example of a tote bag with DTF printing on top. The design actually looks quite embedded in the fabric, which is really nice. It has a really smooth feel to it. This sweater was also made using DTF printing, but you can see that the color isn't as great. This is because I was trying to find like different manufacturers. So I tried 2 different manufacturers for the DTF supplies, and this was one of them, and it came out quite faded. I actually found another DTF supplier and the colors were much more vibrant, which I used for this one. You can see the difference in color. Ding, ding, ding. So this inkjet heat transfer paper for dark fabric still gives really good quality. There are just lots of steps involved. And also, when you cut the design, depending on how intricate your design is, there may be a white rim, there may be a right, oh my gosh, there may be a white outline around your design. Okay, this is an example of using Inkjet heat transfer paper. This paper is Jet Pro SS. It still feels really nice in terms of the texture, but there's this small white rim which kind of flakes off a little bit. Sometimes occasionally when I peel this, there will be like small little white dots. I don't know if you can see, but these are the white dots. I also find that the design tends to peel off after heavy usage, especially on tote bags, because the fabric is not as fine as a t-shirt, for example. I think it will be better on t-shirts, on white t-shirts. So I used heat transfer vinyl for some of my tote bag designs, and this is an example of how it looks like. I'll insert like a TikTok video about how I actually made use heat transfer vinyl on a tote bag, because it's much easier to visually see the process. But anyway, I think heat transfer vinyl is really good because you can use it on a variety of materials, but there's also the weeding process, which takes some time. And if you have to weed lots of designs and your design is really intricate, it will take quite some time. Also, you can only use one color unless you layer it carefully. Whereas DTF, you can print a multitude of colors. It's good practice. Like this is my heat press, okay? It gets really hot up here, so don't touch the top part of the heat press. And it's always good practice just to off the main power switch before you leave the heat press, so that it doesn't mistakenly get turned on by someone. So what I do is normally I switch on this power switch here and then turn it on, and I wait for it to heat up, and then I'll bring my designs over. So the heat press has started beeping, which means that it's ready for use in this case. So I bought this heat press from Sublimation Supplies, if I'm not wrong, and I'm really happy with it. I'll put the links of the suppliers I use down below. I also finished cutting out all the designs. So it looks like this, and I arranged it according to size. I'm just gonna put it over here. Okay, so I taken out the sweater from its packaging. I'm just gonna lay it as centered as I can. You have to be very careful with the heat press because I burned myself, I think once or twice because of this heat press when I was like pushing the fabric in. So I don't know if you can see, but it's actually quite dusty. So first we're gonna lint roll it. I'm gonna get my lint roller. Okay, you're gonna use your lint roller and just take away any dust that is on the shirt. You have to do this, if not there will be a lot of... Okay, that's the first step. And then you're gonna press it down for about 10 seconds. Okay. It's also good to have these measurers. I don't know what you call it, but you use it to center your design. It makes things like quite standardized, so I advise you to get it. You just put it near the collar. I'm gonna take my design. So before I actually press it on, I'm just going to take a quick look and see whether there are any small dust specks that I can remove with my fingers. Sometimes I use the lint roller quickly, just take up all the dust. Okay. I'm going to pull this out carefully and gonna press. So press for about 20 seconds. Okay, this is all pressed. Be careful not to touch the design itself because it's going to be very hot. Lay it down to cool like this so that the design is flat. You want to do a cold peel. A cold peel basically means that you wait for the design transfer to cool down completely before peeling. Yeah, so we're gonna make sure it's as flat as possible so that it doesn't lift up from the fabric. Okay, then we're gonna just print more. So I'm gonna repeat this process and press as many designs as I can. And then we'll move on to the second stage. So I'm just gonna rewind this really fast and do all the heat presses. And I'll see you all soon. So I got my baking paper here. This baking paper will be used to put on top of the design for the second press. You can't just press it without the baking paper as it's gonna ruin your heat press and the garment. Okay, let me just peel everything off first as it makes it easier to get into that groove of heat pressing everything. Just peeling everything. Chaco, what do you think? So it looks like this. I also thought I should talk about my Ko-Fi Club membership. So Ko-Fi Club is like Patreon, except it's on Ko-Fi. I'll have all the details down below. And I just want to say a huge thank you to my current Ko-Fi Club members. I just want to name a few, like Ruby, Jasmine, Mimi, Paige, Elena, like Jessie and Emanuela. I hope I pronounced that correctly. So thank you so much. Right now, for my Triple Club membership, I have 3 different tiers. So the first tier is just digital printables. You receive 4 new digital printables every month. And then the second tier, you receive a sticker sheet along with a small sample item. The sample item can be like a holographic sticker, a washi tape sample, or a memo sheet, or memo sheets. And the last tier is only for Australians as shipping and postage is really expensive. So they will get all the previous rewards plus a holographic sticker and a mystery item from my store. So if you're interested, feel free to check it down below. I just thought I'd just insert it in this video so that everyone knows what's happening with Chupa Doodles. And if you don't say, people don't know. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that was helpful. And if you all need any more help regarding DTF or like heat transfers, please let me know. I'll try my best to answer them. I'm not like really an expert, but like this is true trial and error. So yeah, I hope that helps, guys. Thank you. Bye.